All right. Hey, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us for another amazing Lunch and Learn. Today, we have something really special for you. But before we get started, my name is Stephanie Rollins. I am one of the executive coaches here for the TSP Mastermind. I'm super excited to be here with you guys. As y'all are coming on, go ahead and drop your business and your name and your location in the comments so that we know where you are coming from. And if you're watching the replay, go ahead and type replay down in the comments. But guys, right now is your time to get your shameless plug on. So make sure that you are dropping your location, your name, and your business name. Actually, don't even drop your business name. Tag your business page. That way we can visit it after the Lunch and Learn is over. So thank you guys so much for joining us. We have an amazing guest today. Super excited to have her on. Today we have Miss Christine St. Ville on, and I'm going to be introducing her very quickly. So Christine St. Ville is a wife, homeschool mom of three, speaker, author, and blogger. She is relentless about helping women, particularly moms, take charge of their lives by learning how to fly or first love yourself. And ladies, I'm sure y'all can relate to that. We all have a habit of putting ourselves on the back burner. So Christine is your girl when it comes to all things self-care and being a boss in your business. Through her work with Moms in Charge, Purpose-Driven Media was created to teach entrepreneurs how to successfully leverage social media to grow their business and brand. Christine was an instructor in the Steve Harvey Act Like a Success Institute for 4 years, and she's been featured in numerous local and national TV media outlets like Madame Noir, Huffington Post, Dr. Oz, Black Enterprise, SiriusXM, Rolling Out, and Essence Magazine, amongst others. I didn't even read all the outlets, y'all. That's just some of the outlets. She also received her Bachelor of Science in Biology from Marymount University. So, hey, Christine, how are you?
Hey, Stephanie. Thank you so much for having me. I'm excited to be here. Hey, TSP fam.
Yes, we're so excited to have you. It's always a pleasure having you on. You're just so full of energy, and I just love it when you share your expertise with us. So, we are super excited to have you on today.
Yay.
Yes, yes. So Christine, today we're going to be talking about, I'm going to hit the comments in just a second, but we're going to be talking about 4 quick tips to create a buzz for your business on social media. Can you just talk really quickly about why this is important? Just, using social media in general to get eyes onto your brand. Can you just talk a little bit about that?
Sure, absolutely. So really, now that we have this social media, right? We don't have to jump through as many hoops, to get buzz and to build buzz for our business. So, you were talking about some of the outlets I've been featured in. Most of that is because I've been on social media. It's because I've connected with other people who have connected me with other people that know media and brands and have been able to feature me. So if you're able to, the more that you're able to do that, it's like, I remember, I think it was maybe Tiffany the Budgetnista years ago, she was saying, it's just a matter of collecting logos, meaning the media logos. The more that you can collect, the more that you are viewed as an expert in your field. And when you're viewed as an expert in your field, more people are going to want to know more about your business, want to work with you. So overall, social media is a great, great tool to be able to build your platform.
Awesome. Awesome. And then I know we've got some people in the TSP community who can attest to the power of social media and just the amazing things that it can do for your brand. So this is going to be super helpful for not only those of you who are already using social media to propel your brand, but also for those of you who are kind of stuck and you're not really sure how to make your next move or what your next move should even be when it comes to social media. So Christine is the expert on all things social media. So we're going to go ahead and hop into a couple of her points because she's got some really good stuff and I don't want to prolong it any longer. Well, actually, wait, hold on. I'm going to prolong it for like 1 more minute. I'm going to shout out some people in the comments really quick. So Andrea, hey, thank you so much for joining. Hey, Electra, tag your business page, girl.
Hey, y'all.
Let me see. We have Bobby Young, Full Scope Sports from Atlanta, GA. We have Teti. We have Judith. Hey, Judith. We have Danita. Hey, Danita, thank you for tagging people. Yeah, y'all tag people to come onto the live stream because this is going to be really good. So I want to make sure everybody gets these nuggets. So again, we're going to be talking about 4 quick tips to create a buzz for your business on social media. My name is Stephanie Rollins. I am one of the TSP executive coaches for the TSP Mastermind. And today we've got social media expert Christine St. Ville with us. So Christine, we've got 4 really good and concise points. So why don't you go ahead and go into your first point about building a buzz for your business on social media?
Absolutely. So one of the ways that I've been able to build a buzz and to even grow my audience on social media is giveaways. If you are in business, you have a business, especially if you have products and dope products, you can absolutely create, campaigns to do giveaways. One of the things that I did, as a blogger, I was fortunate enough to attend the Black Panther premiere. And when it was coming out, I got with like 20 other bloggers and we put together a $500 package giveaway. And what that did is it not only built all of our individual social media platforms on Instagram, but who didn't want to win like a $500 prize pack where they were able to take their family to the movie, buy popcorn, movies are expensive. So we were able to collaborate together to do that. So for you as a business, you guys can look at different businesses in this group. There's so many dope businesses in this group. The holidays are coming up. Figure out who you can partner with. Y'all can easily put together a $500 gift pack, a $1,000 gift pack. Those are the things that people want to win. They're going to follow. You can give them specific things to do in order to enter the giveaway. So giveaways are huge. And as you saw from being in this group, Lamar was giving out some dope giveaways for his challenge. So definitely utilize those opportunities to do that because that really does help to grow your brand.
Awesome. And Christine, so I've seen quite a few giveaways on social media. What would you say are some of the better types of instructions to give? And also in a way so that it's not like it's so much, but it's enough to, increase the engagement and, kind of assist with your marketing objectives.
Absolutely. I think the easier that you can make it for people to enter, the better. So of course, reposting is great, but not everybody wants to repost, especially if they have, a specific look and feel to their timeline. They may not want to repost, but they may do a story. Or so one of the best things to do is just say, one, follow this page and this other page, comment, why you want to win this giveaway. Tag one person, extra points if you tag, multiple people. So giving like easy steps for people to do, you're going to get a lot more people that are going to engage and want to enter the giveaway for sure.
Awesome. If you guys have done any giveaways before in your business, drop down the word giveaway in the word or in the comments, so we can kind of see where you guys are at. Mm-hmm. And then let me see. Oh, also, if you guys have any questions, make sure that you drop those in the comments as well, so we can take a couple of questions at the end of the Lunch and Learn. This is a great time. Again, Christine is an expert on all things social media, so this is a great time to get your questions answered for free. So go ahead and drop your questions. We're going to take a couple, so make sure that you go ahead and drop them now. Christine, tip number 2, while I was reading over this is super important, and I know you know the importance of it, so why don't you go ahead and go into that?
Yes. So Stephanie, a lot of people forget about the key word in social media, and that is social. Like you have to be social on social media. People want to, especially with businesses, small businesses, I find that they think that, posting, pictures and videos is enough, but they don't go in and they don't engage, they don't comment, they don't like, especially if people are actually taking time to leave a comment on your page, to share your information, to tag other people in your post. The least you can do is engage with those people, comment, and not only doing that on your page, but going to other people's pages and doing the same. I can't stress enough about being able to go. So for me, what I do is I schedule time out just to engage, right? Just to spend a few minutes a day going to other people's accounts and either commenting or liking. I may not always have time to comment, and you may not always have time to comment, but it takes half a second to hit like on a picture. And, for people who see that, they're going to want, and they see that you doing that regularly, they're going to want to pay more attention to what it is that you're doing and what it is that you're sharing. But those people who are not engaging, not, responding to people, they look at you like you're stuck up, like, okay, well, why do I want to connect with this brand or this business? And they can't take the time to engage or reply back to me. So being social on social media is absolutely, it was the same a few years ago. It's the same now. Like you absolutely have to engage, especially now that more people are using it, more businesses are on there. You have to just be able to take time to do that, because you're going to set yourself apart the more that you can do that, because there's so many who are not doing it at all.
And I just want to say, I have seen some people's pages just take a plummet for the worse because they do not engage with people. So that's a really, really, really big point, you guys. You have to interact with your people, especially if you know, when you kind of think about it, when you're on social media, it's like you're nurturing your audience, you know? And if they've never purchased from you, why would they want to purchase from you if you're not engaging with them or if you're not showing an interest in them?
Absolutely. And Stephanie, I like to say that it's kind of like going to a networking event. You know, it's kind of, if you're in public with someone and somebody says hi, or somebody says, oh girl, I like that shirt, or I like that, you know, you're not going to ignore them. You're going to respond back. So it's the same thing on social media. It's just that it's in digital form. It's, you know, it's written, it's not spoken, but it's still the same type of courtesy.
Exactly. And speaking of, I like that shirt, I like your shirt.
Thanks. You know, Traffic Sales and Profit, this dope company.
I love it. Y'all are always repping TSP, and I love that. All right, Christine, number 3, give us what you got, because this is a big one too, actually. All your points are really big ones, but this is another big one too, so.
Yes, so, and this is something that you hear all the time, but it's different for everybody, but you have to be consistent. You have to first define what consistency looks like for you. I remember when I first started blogging, and the first coach that I worked with, you know, I was like, yeah, you know, I'm blogging. And they're like, well, how often do you blog? And I was like, I don't know, like once a month, once every 6 months or 6 weeks. She was like, yeah, that's not blogging. You need to be consistent. And so it was not until I started getting consistent. And actually, the first site that I wrote for after being consistent was blackandmarriedwithkids.com. So, you know, and I was only blogging for a few months, but by the time they saw my blog, I had gotten to the point where I was consistent. I was writing at least once a week. So whatever that looks like for you, just make sure that you're sticking to it. Make sure that you're doing it. And even, for example, you may not post on your timeline every day on Instagram or Facebook, but you can share a story. You can go in and comment. You can engage. All of those things builds up your consistency. So as long as people continue to see that you're active in some way, shape, or form, they're going to know, okay, this person is out here. But you have to be able to be consistent. And not only that, but speaking to the pain points that your customer has. So, you know, we had the 7-day sales challenge. Obviously, sales is a big challenge for a lot of people, a big pain point when it comes to business. And so when you're able to give your audience the tools and resources that they need, and you're consistent with it, they're going to keep coming back. They're going to tell their friends. They're going to tag their friends. You know, you won't have to worry about, oh my gosh, like nobody's coming to this thing. No, if you're consistent and you show up and you continue to deliver that content that they need, they're going to continue to show up for you as well.
So true. And Christine, I want you said something, and I realized that it was a huge nugget that I think needs to just kind of have its own little conversation really quickly. Can you tell, if people are on Instagram, can you please tell them how easy it is to be consistent with Instagram stories?
Oh my gosh, it's so easy. It's so easy, y'all. So seriously, you don't even have to get on the camera. Like you can, what I do sometimes, if I go through and I see quotes or I see posts that I like, I may not share them right away. I collect a whole bunch of saved posts. And then when I'm looking for stuff to share, I will go and just share it in my stories. I'll tag the person who originally posted it. I'll put some stickers, quizzes, polls. Use those things, y'all. Those things help to generate. And the thing about stories is that people who don't follow you can see your stories. The thing about stories is when you use hashtags, those count heavily in stories. So make sure you're utilizing relevant hashtag in stories, because those will help you rank higher. Anything with video is going to help you rank higher as well and give you a bigger reach. So you definitely want to make sure you're doing that. But share quotes, share funny pictures, let people know a little bit about who you are as a brand. Because I know one of the things a lot of people shy away from is video. You don't even have to be in the video. You can hold the phone up to your screen. Hey, this is what I'm doing. Like I shared a story yesterday of, you know, a video interview that I was doing with Kim Cole. I wasn't in the video, but I just shared a little snippet of it. And then, you know, I put some stickers and emojis and put that in the story. So it is so easy for you to be consistent on social media, especially on Instagram, using stories, that there's really no reason why you're not doing it.
Awesome. Yeah. And I just kind of wanted you to go into that, because that's one thing I've noticed just with social media in general is the stories feature for even Facebook too. Or even when you're posting on your Instagram stories, you can share it directly to your Facebook. So it's just so easy, and people just can't not do it at this point. When you're having to be consistent, you just can't not do it. I'm going to hop into the comments really quick to see who we got. I see Bernetta has joined. Hey, Bernetta.
Hey.
I see Keisha is on. Hey, Keisha. Hey, Henry. Henry's done a giveaway before. Awesome. Let's see. Hey, Stephanie. She's done a giveaway before. Let's see. Hey, Danita. I think I said hey to you already, but I'm going to say hey again. Hey, Claytonia. Right. Claytonia said, sorry, just joining in. Are you saying to engage with them when they post in your group, or are you saying to go to their personal pages and engage?
Wherever they are engaging with you, you should be responding. So if you have a Facebook group and you have people in there commenting, if it's a big group, you want to make sure that you get, someone who can help you kind of navigate that. But on social media, if they're leaving comments, or even if they share, like I still have people even on Twitter, if they share one of my articles, I still respond back. Hey, thank you for sharing. So, there's so much content, so many other businesses, so many other brands that they could be sharing content from. If they take the time to share your work, to share your business, to tag your business, the least you can do is just say thank you, or even just go to their page and like some of their photos, engage with some of their things that they're sharing as well.
Awesome. Awesome advice. Angel says, hi, I'm starting a candle business promoting self-love and creating a peaceful atmosphere for a niche group of women. How do I start the conversation and bring awareness to my brand? My hesitation has been because I have no products to share right now, but I feel like I'm getting behind every day because I have not done anything to bring awareness to my brand.
So does she have the products, like sample products right now?
Angel, if you could answer that in the comments.
Because the thing about it is, and what I try to tell small businesses, even if your product hasn't launched yet, behind the scenes is huge. People want to go on the journey with you. So the more that you can show, again, Instagram stories, Facebook stories is a great way to do this, and taking the customers behind the scenes with you, showing them, hey, I'm, picking out these labels. Like I had a client that I worked with last year who was launching, and for months, all they did was post on Instagram. They didn't have any product to show, but they would share content about what they're working on. They would show, hey, these are the labels. Which one do you like better? Again, with the polls feature in Instagram, you can do a this or that, get people to vote, put up a poll or a quiz. So there's a lot of things that you can do before you officially launch, which I think one of the mistakes people make is that they wait till they launch before they start promoting. So, or before they start building their brand awareness. So even if you haven't launched, you can still share things about what you're working on. You can, talk about your story, why you're doing this, why you started the business, what it means to you, and just take people along on the journey for sure.
Awesome. I think that's great advice. And I second that. A lot of people do wait until they have products in hand to start launching or, just building their brand. And you should definitely do it beforehand for sure.
Yeah.
Keisha said, I love Instagram stories. This past week, I've noticed 400 plus views on my stories. That's awesome.
Keisha.
That is awesome.
That is.
All right, guys, we are going to, let me make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay. She said she's working on samples. So, okay. But yeah, in the meantime, definitely follow what Christine said, because that was another nugget in itself.
You can do stories with her making the samples. Mm-hmm. She can do quick videos. Here I am. This is what I'm doing. Coming soon. So much stuff you can do with that, girl.
Awesome. Yeah. So make sure you're paying attention to that, Angel, because you can get that done before you have any products in hand at all. So that's a really good advice. So, all right. So we're almost finished with all of our points. So Christine, number 4, what is the 4th way that people can create a buzz for their business on social media?
So one thing I say is that social media is not a one size fits all. You kind of still have to test. There's so many different websites and different apps and tools that will tell you this is the best time to post on this platform and this platform. But honestly, you have to test and see what works. You have to test and see when your audience is on social media. So you have to find opportunities to learn, and you have to figure out what works for you. So all of those things that I said, being consistent, sharing, getting social, doing giveaways, do different things, because when you do those different things, now you can start to figure out what works for you. So finding different opportunities to learn, like the 7-day sales challenge that Lamar did, like the Social Scoop Summit that I have launched this week that I'm excited about. But there's so many other people that have been doing this. And so there's no better way than to learn than from people who have already done what you're trying to accomplish and what you're trying to do. And that's what's so great about this TSP community altogether, because even in the comments, people are giving you tips, people are giving you strategies. So get in there and engage, ask questions of people. If you're having, trouble with an area, find out, ask somebody in here, because there's somebody that knows what you need or has what you need and can help you with what you need to do.
Absolutely. And Christine, I think this is like the perfect segue into how people can find those learning experiences and those opportunities. Can you please talk a little bit about, I'm so excited for your Social Scoop Summit. I've been getting your emails and things. So
Yay!
Yeah, I'm really excited about that. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yes. So I am so excited because this has been something that I've been working on for a while. But the Social Scoop Summit is it's a free online summit that launched yesterday. And I took the time to interview 27 experts that have grown their businesses to 6- and 7-figure businesses using social media and digital marketing strategies. So literally, it is free. It's just socialscoopsummit.com. And my whole thing was to help other small businesses to learn how to grow their audience, their influence, and their income using proven strategies on social media. So yesterday we kicked it off with Kim Coles, and she shared, some great strategies and tips around storytelling, because as a brand, and the more that social media evolves, this is critical to your brand. People want to know your story. They want to know why they should be doing business with you. And so we have, of course, Lamar Tyler is in the building. We have quite a few TSP members actually that are sharing their tips and their strategies around how they built their business. And so I'm super excited to be able to share it. It's going for 2 weeks. It started yesterday and it's going through October 4th. So you can sign up by going to socialscoopsummit.com.
Awesome. And we just dropped that link in the comments. So make sure that you hit that link, get registered for free. And a couple of things. So guys, if you guys are just joining, we just did we're here with Christine St. Bill. She is a social media expert, founder of Purpose Driven Media. And she just told us about how to create a buzz for our business while using social media. So we just dropped the link to her Social Scoop Summit. So make sure that you get signed up for that. If you have any questions, go ahead and drop them now, because we're about to go into the Q&A really quickly. And my name is Stephanie Rollins. I'm one of the TSP executive coaches for the TSP Mastermind. So nice to meet you if we've never met. But Christine, if you could just give us a really quick recap of those 4 steps for those people who are just joining us now.
I sure can. Well, hello, everyone. If you're just joining, as Stephanie said, my name is Christine St. Bill. So we just broke down 4 quick ways to build a buzz for your brand and your business on social media. So the first tip that I shared was to do giveaways. And as the holidays are quickly approaching, this is the perfect opportunity for you to figure out what type of giveaway you can do. The easier you make it for people to enter, the more engagement you will get. So don't have people jumping through hoops to try to enter your giveaway, because they're not going to do it. So that was number 1. Number 2 is to get social. You have to interact. You have to engage. If you have to schedule 5 minutes a day, 10 minutes a day, whatever that looks like, just to make sure that you're going to engage with your followers, with your community. If people are commenting, you don't want to leave them hanging, because if somebody walked past you in the grocery store and said, "Hi, how are you doing? I love your jacket. I love you." You wouldn't ignore them. You wouldn't walk right past them. So it's the same thing with social media. You want to make sure that you are getting social and that you're engaging. Number 3 was to be consistent. Right? Figure out what the pain points are, figure out how you can help your audience, and get consistent with delivering those things. I can't emphasize that enough in terms of consistency, and that looks different for everybody. but whatever that looks like for you, just make sure you're doing it, you know. And I gave the example with Instagram that even if you're not posting on your timeline, you can still be consistent. You can be consistent by engaging with people, commenting on their posts. You can be consistent by doing stories. It takes 2 seconds to put a story up, do a quote, do a poll, do a quiz. All of those things help to build your audience. And then the last thing was to find opportunities to learn, you know, different strategies, and to also make sure that you are figuring out what works for your brand, because social media is not a one size fits all. So you have to do these things consistently in order to figure out what's working.
Awesome. And so with that, we were talking about Christine's social scoop summit, and that's free. We've pinned that link to the top of the comments. So make sure you go and sign up for that. And we have a lot of the TSP fam in that summit.
Yes,
I know Lamar's in it. Lamar's in it, and he's going to be
Therese Jones,
Yep.
Nicole Brown of Izzy and Liv,
Yep.
Dino and Heather Cummings of Curl Kit. We also have Terry Foster with Terry Foster Consulting. We have, oh my gosh, Freddie Taylor, Urban Intellectuals. We have so many amazing TSP fam in there, and I'm so excited to release their nuggets because they didn't hold anything back.
And you know what's so awesome about that? All of them have spoken on the TSP stage. So you guys have seen them before. And so if you loved them when you saw them at TSP Game Plan or TSP Live, then you are going to love the Social Scoop Summit. So definitely make sure that you're signing up for that ASAP. Don't even do it now. Do it right now. Because
Right.
yeah, you don't want to miss out on that. You don't want to miss out on those nuggets. So that is pinned to the top. Before we go, Christine, I have one more favor to ask of you.
Yes.
If you were to get, for those people who are feeling stuck and they don't know where to start with social media, what do you recommend?
So what I would recommend first is to get clear about what your goals are. Why do you want to be on social media? So when you figure out what your goals are, what does that look like? Are you driving them to a lead magnet? Are you driving them to, you know, purchase some, you know, a specific product? You know, are you trying to build your following because you want to work with a brand, or you want to become a micro influencer, or, you know, influencer in general? So once you get clear about what your goals are, you definitely want to make sure that you figure out, okay, where are my audience? Where does my audience spend most of their time? You know, Instagram might be your favorite, but if most of your audience is in the Facebook arena, then maybe you want to spend most of your time building out your Facebook as well. So you definitely want to get clear about those two things. And if you're not sure where to start, you don't have social media, or you're just starting, I always say you want to make sure that you get your handles on all the platforms, but don't try to launch all the platforms at the same time, because then you're not going to be consistent, and then it's going to get overwhelming, and then you're just going to throw in the towel. Right. So just choose one platform to focus on. Get consistent with that platform, map out what your strategy is. So literally go day by day. And what I do with my clients, I literally map out Sundays. This is what we're sharing. Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesday, all the way through the week. What type of content are you sharing? Because then as you start to do different things in your brands, like I just did a training recently for a hair workshop. And so what I told them, you guys have content in your chair every day. So now that you know what type of content you want to do, now you know, okay, when I have someone in my chair and I'm doing this type of haircut, or I'm doing coloring, I need to make sure that I'm getting photos or videos, because on Thursdays, that's what I share. So you want to make sure that as you figure out your goals and you're clear about what you want to share, you create those categories. So then you're not trying to figure out, what do I need to share? Like, no, you have your categories. Mondays, I know it's Motivational Monday, I'm going to share this type of thing. Or it's, you know, Women Crush, you know, Wednesday or whatever. This is what I'm going to share. I'm going to highlight this person. So now you have a category, you have a system in place, and you have a content calendar in place. So then you don't get overwhelmed with what you're going to share from day to day.
Awesome. Awesome. Good stuff. Tanika said, this was awesome info today, and I'm loving the Social Scoop Summit so far.
Thanks, Tanika, girl.
Judith just said that she registered for the summit.
Yay, thank you.
And then Damani is asking, so we kind of touched on this a little bit in with Andrea, I believe it was. She said, I believe giveaways and contests are powerful, but what do you suggest while your product is being produced/finished?
So if your product is being produced/finished, maybe you want to do a giveaway for maybe a gift card for when it does launch, and whatever the value of your products, you can do like a whole gift basket and maybe value it, put the value at whatever it is. And the giveaway can be, oh, you'll be the first to get this product giveaway or whatever it is. But you can do like a gift card or something like that. That way people know that it's coming.
Awesome. Awesome. Electra said, what about getting that blue check on your business page? Any tips on that?
So there's a process that Facebook has to go through that. Was that, you said, Electra? So I would just go through, I can't remember the link exactly, but if you go to what is it? Confirmed. Oh gosh, now I just drew a blank on what it's called. But you want to Google that. There's an actual link and an application process that you have to go through, and there's certain documentation that Facebook requires. So it's a process, and they look at different things. It's not as easy to get it these days as it was when Facebook first started doing it, but there is a process that you can get. And even if you don't do the blue check, you can go through the process to get the gray check mark for business pages. And that just shows that you're official. So with that, I think you just have to send in like your articles of organization or something like that, but it will tell you what the steps are in the application.
Awesome. Awesome. And yeah, we got a bunch of people on here saying that they've registered. So that's awesome.
Yay. Thank y'all.
All right, you guys, this has been another amazing Lunch and Learn. So thank you again, Christine, for joining us today.
Thank you for having me, Stephanie. Thanks everyone for joining us.